This is Adrian from Progression. Today's video we're going to be looking at my exhaust. It's been causing a little bit of rattle. I didn't know what it was. I haven't had to turn on my heat lately till probably more recently, and I noticed that when I'm sitting at the light and I have the heater on, my car starts to vibrate, which I'm pretty sure it's the downpipe hitting the firewall. Previously, when we installed the exhaust probably about a year ago, we tried to use a stock support cross member, and we were unable to do that. So it's just hanging from the downpipe back on hangers, but there's no support on there. So I think that the downpipe is a little bit too close to the firewall. So we're gonna hope to see if we can see exactly what's hitting, so we can kind of make some adjustments, and we're gonna bring you guys along with. So now we got the BMW up on jacks, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the downpipe. I got Rudy here with me. If you guys don't already know, we got it up. We're about to take a look at the downpipe. Hopefully that should be it. I mean, I don't know what else it would be. Since the only time that it actually happens is when I have the heat on. If I turn it off, there's no rattle. And obviously, seeing that the downpipe is so close to the firewall, I'm gonna assume that that's that. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. And I still have to figure out this coolant leak. My car's been leaking coolant for quite some time. I've gotten 2 hoses changed out. They said it was that. Never fixed the fucking problem. So we're gonna have to take a look at that eventually. We're gonna go ahead and do my spark plugs, or my coil packs as well. We already did the spark plugs. I have to show you guys how bad they were. They went pretty bad, pretty quick. Obviously, it's probably from old fuel, as I explained in the previous video, but we're gonna bring you guys along.
So guys, we found where this pipe is leaning on the car. As you can tell, can you lift up the camera a little bit, Adrian?
Hold it with your hand.
So right there, as you can tell, it's smacking fucking frame. It's not moving at all. It looks like Adrian had a nice bottoming out moment. See that nice scrape right there? I think when it scraped, it flattened this and it pushed it up. So we're gonna try to pry it out or take off the pipe and see if we could bend it down or something, because Adrian can't turn on his heat, so that means he's not gonna stay warm. So let's get this going. They have a little bit of clearance, that helped. I think your bracket was just touching it. Sorry, stainless steel.
Okay, my car's a piece of shit anyway.
Fuck. I said we get that bolt on that fucking bracket on top. It's not smacking anymore, Adrian. It's not. Hey guys, so we bent this down, but before even bending it down, we heated it up so it won't crack or we won't fuck up his exhaust. So we bent this down, which was smacking the wall right here, but then we found out that it was actually the bracket right here that holds all these other shields. It was smacking the flex pipe right here down the downpipe. So we bent it up. As you could tell, it has little bite marks. Let's see if we can get that on camera. There's little bite marks right there, and that's just all off the heat shield. It was just eating away to the steel, just because of all the heat. And when you would turn on the exhaust, it would just chatter like there's no tomorrow. So we solved that issue. Now we're on to coil packs.
Alright guys, so now we got the exhaust fixed for now. It's a temporary fix. We're going to be doing more of a permanent solution next year, since we're already about to put it away in like 3 weeks. Right now we're about to do the coil packs. All you really need is the flathead. You got to take off the intake, probably take off the top engine cover, and from there you should be able to see. Usually what I do is I take off the HVAC crankcase hose along with the intake, disconnect the mass flow sensor, and there should be I think there's a little bracket that holds the O2 sensors. You want to loosen that up to be able to get the 5th and 6th cylinder, and we'll show you guys more as we go. Alright guys, so what we usually want to do is I usually separate it into 2 pieces, the intake. We got the hose, the filter up here. I usually take off this one right here, loosen up that clamp a little bit, and what you want to do is go ahead and loosen the mass sensor. I think I'm gonna need a flathead. hold on. So you want to disconnect the matte flow sensor. I usually keep it hanging around, just round up here. I don't really want to get the contacts dirty on there. Go ahead and take this off. There's like a little like spot that holds it. And
little bracket that holds.
Little bracket, yeah. Once you got that out, that's when you want to go ahead and move over here. Right now, since we have the InGen, it uses a clamp instead of a screw. I know the stock intake uses a screw that is onto the turbo inlet, and you want to go ahead and take that off from the bottom. You don't want to drop a screwdriver, trust me. Been there.
He's done it multiple times.
Pain. And then what you want to do is go ahead and disconnect this little sensor right here for the HVAC system. And this is usually the tricky part because obviously there's 4 parts. What I usually do is add a little bit of tension.
Ponds.
Yeah. What I usually do is I add a little bit of pressure just to kind of keep the clips out. You don't want to break them. I've had broken these multiple times. I had to replace them. Usually when you pop them out, they want to pop back in right away.
You know, boys and girls, they actually sell tools to take these little like brackets off, but you know, Adrian over here manhandling everything.
Yeah, you know, we ain't no bitch out here. I don't even know what tools are. Just kidding. So here, now we got that out. So now what we want to do is take the. So where you want to be careful though. Seems like this is still kind of tight. Trust me, you never want to. If it's too tight, you can always loosen more, boys. You don't want to break any parts. Trust me, save your money down the line. And we actually have to unscrew this. So you want to go ahead and make sure you grab your 10 mil. Make sure you unscrew this. Grabs onto the valve cover. Make sure you don't want to lose this. Just put that right there for now. And then we should be able to loosen up the intake. Make sure you're careful. Usually it's a little difficult to take it out without breaking that sensor, but so now here we go. Now you want to go ahead and take off this so that you can get to the 5th and 6th cylinder, which I believe is in either an 11 or 12. We'll go for the 11 first. It's an 11. The reason you want to do this is because this kind of holds down, so you won't be able to get off the engine cover, and you won't be able to get to the 5th and 6th cylinder.
Well, mind you, Adrian has the filters up front, so he has that whole entire big bracket that goes here. It's not on the car right now.
Yep, and then you want to go ahead and move these hoses. Just kind of take them off. This is usually not that bad. So just kind of clip in, just pop them out. And the one thing that's useful is, yeah, we got rid of the cowl. We did the cowl delete. It saves you about 10 pounds. The only thing that's kind of sketch is that water still runs down, which is kind of like iffy. So that's why I try not to drive it in the rain. But for the most part, you should be okay as long as you have a cover on and you cover all your plugs and everything. But we are going to try to probably cut it up and, you know, kind of make it a little bit safer.
Probably just going to mock something up just so we could cover everything.
Yeah, because you, trust me, you do not want to have wires and stuff like that exposed. Probably one of the sketchiest things you can do.
See, mind you, the M3 doesn't get driven in the rain because it doesn't have windshield wipers.
I was going to do a windshield wiper delete, but I don't know.
It just looks so much cleaner.
So here we go. Now you got the cover out. And to get the coil packs is actually not that bad. Also keep in mind,
You got his coil backs right here. Right on line right here.
and whenever you guys, always a pointer, whenever you guys take out the intake, make sure to cover. You don't want anything covering into, falling into the turbo. No bueno. Turbos are not cheap. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. You just pop the clip up. And once you pop it out, there's a little cable comes out. Just kind of pull it out a little bit. Get it out the way. And just wiggle. All you gotta do is just kind of wiggle the coil. And it should come out.
No, that's the
So
noise.
let's go, boys. That's the noise you want to hear.
Boxing, look at that.
This is unboxing, you know, just some fresh shit. And just know, we're plugging right now. Free clout, FCP Euro. If you have a German car, lifetime warranty and everything, you can't go fucking wrong. Especially with having a European car, you do not want to be fucking paying for your fucking parts every single time. And that includes coolant and oil. I've never done that yet, but I definitely should be doing that. Who doesn't like free shit, you know? But this official unboxing of Coil Pack. And keep in mind, we had put the old spark plugs on for what, like 300 miles in the car, went away for 5 months, started having issues. Had fucking 5-month-old fuel, was misfiring because of the fuel. Then ended up changing out the spark plugs and we were good. So that's what a good little nice fresh Coil Pack looks like. And there's little grooves in there to kind of show you, just so you guys can see. That's where this little fin sticks into. So what I usually do is I just put it in right away. And before putting it in completely, start to connect the clips to make sure that it goes in good. Then once you push it in, have it, make sure that's tight and secure. And then you just close the clip. You hear the snapping, then that's how you know you guys are good. We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing for the second, third, and fourth cylinder. And then once we get to the fifth and sixth, we'll bring you guys back to kind of show you what I was talking about with those O2 sensors. All right guys, so now we got the first, second, third, and fourth cylinder Coil Pack done. And now we're moving on to the fifth and sixth. This is the part that I was telling you about. As you can see right here, we got the downpipe O2 sensors right here. You want to pop them out, and then right here there's going to be a T30. You want to go ahead and grab the T30 and loosen this bracket to get it out. Oh, pull it out. All right, now we got it out. Just put that right there. Now you can move the bracket out of the way. So now you should be able to see the fifth Coil Pack right there. Trying to see which way would be better to work around it. Probably be moving around this way. And then just like the other ones, just pop the clip out. Make sure to wiggle it out. You'll hear the suction cup. There you go. And then just make sure you detach the clip. Pull out the coil. And you're good. And then the same thing for cylinder 6, of course. So now we got the fifth and sixth one in. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of do every step backwards. Obviously put everything back together, make sure that everything's tight. And then we'll make sure to turn it on and make sure that it runs good. But besides that, I think we should be done for now. Just gotta put everything back together. We're not gonna make you guys watch that. We already know it's boring, so we'll show you guys when we're done. All right, so we got the Coil Packs in. Right now I have it running. I'm waiting to see, make sure there's no misfires. Just gonna let it run for a second, make sure that we get no codes before I start fucking putting it all together. And after that, we should be pretty much set. So that pretty much sums it up for today's video. We got the Coil Packs on. Car's been idling pretty good so far, so hopefully no issues. I'm gonna be driving the car this weekend, so hopefully the exhaust does not rattle. We'll be able to see more as I drive it. I'll probably try to turn the heat on and make sure it's good. We still have a lot of videos coming your way. We still got to do the headlights on my car. I'm doing the demon eyes with the honeycombs. I've been having those for a year. Been taking so long to get those done, especially because my car was down for 5 months. Jeremy's gonna be doing his bags. We're still looking for a management, so we'll keep an eye out on when we're gonna do that. Probably in the winter or the beginning of the spring. We're probably gonna end up doing the headliner on my car as well. Since it's tan, I'm gonna try to do it black. Hopefully do stars on the roof. That's something that Jeremy wanted to do. Kind of stole that idea. Maybe might do that. We're still waiting to go E85. Me and Jesse. We'll probably do that in the spring. You know, right now it's gonna get cold. We're about to put the cars away, so it doesn't make that much sense. Rudy still got a couple things that he wants to do. We're gonna do a roll cage, all that type of stuff. And we're still looking for a project car. So if anybody sees one around, you know, send it our way. Well, we're looking to build something this winter for the page, something that we could all kind of put money into and kind of build to represent us. And like I said, a lot to come. We're probably gonna be doing workout videos soon to keep us busy in the winter. But for now, that's all. So like always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.